I think. Hey y'all, welcome to the BIPOC Happy Hour. Thank y'all. It's a hump day, the week before Thanksgiving. How y'all doing out there? Hello, everybody here at the Pride. What y'all up to today?
You're talking about being safe, and I'm tired of being safe. I want to go home, eat some real food, sit around my brothers and sisters, and talk to my mom without worry about getting COVID and killing nobody.
Well,
I don't
wrong
want to be.
century, wrong year for that.
I don't want to be safe. I don't want no vegetables. I'm tired.
What is it you want, Dennis?
I want like Thanksgiving used to be. Can I go home, hang out with my family, touch the dog, and not worry about getting being killed?
No, thanks to Donald Trump. No, you cannot.
Oh, I thought you were talking about how it used to be when I didn't have to cook and pay no
No,
bills.
where there was no COVID. This
And
is
my
that.
cousins.
Bobby. You know what?
Yeah. No, you said back when it used to be. I mean, I'm trying to get to the good
I
time.
ain't talking about the time that Donald Trump talking about going back. I'm
Okay.
talking about when we used to go home because my mom lived in Vegas. She cooked and she talking about she can air mail me some food this year and put it on dry ice. What
She's
kind of
smart.
shit is that?
She's
Well,
smart.
put a mask on and go home. Put one of them respirator masks on and go home.
How is she gonna dry ice a damn sweet potato pie out the oven?
Oh, that don't take nothing to do. You can put that on dry ice and it'll last. It'll taste just like a patty pie when you get home.
I don't understand
Okay.
how that works.
Good evening for those that just joined us here at the BIPOC Happy Hour. We're sitting here chit-chatting about our Thanksgiving trials, and someone is wondering if we could go home for Thanksgiving this year without any problems like we used to. Hello, brother DeAndre. Just want to speak and say welcome this week. Glad to see you.
What's
What's
up? What's up? What's
what?
up? What's up? What's up? Ladies, hey everybody.
Hey,
Hello, hello, hello.
DeAndre, could you answer Dennis's question? He wants to know, can he go home next week like he used to?
Well, I personally feel like if you're not living out here in fear in the midst of the pandemic, then I say yes. I mean, just as long as airlines have adopted COVID-19 protocol, a lot of them have. So if you do feel comfortable being on an aircraft with other people in the midst of the pandemic, then I would say yes. But if you are seriously looking out for your personal health and safety, then it's a no for
How could you have that both ways?
me. Well, I
Hey,
love. Well, let me shut up.
I was going. You can't have
My
your
mind
cake
was
and
gonna
eat it
go
too.
somewhere. My
Right? You
mind was
can't
gonna go
have
somewhere.
cake and eat it too. That is just wrong. No cake and eating it too.
Okay, so you don't understand how I had answered the question? I mean, some people are traveling and some people aren't. Some people are seriously taking their personal health and well-being as essential. It's like, I don't want to get on no plane. I don't want to go to the grocery store. I don't want to go out in public if I'm told that I need to self-isolate at home. So the people who have that mindset won't be getting on planes at all or taking road trips at all.
You'll be comfortable on the plane. Won't nobody be on there or a bus.
So what are we supposed to do?
Drive.
Then
I
what?
mean, most people have been driving. They've been taking road
Why
So
trips.
not?
why can't I go to the store? I can go to the gas station. I can go here and there, but I can't go home. I can go around
Because you
strangers.
don't have no gas to get home. Because you can drive home. You don't have to worry about the COVID. You're getting into your car and then you're getting back out of it when you get in Vegas and eat dinner and then drive back home. You don't have to
Do I
worry
have
It
to
about
depends.
it.
but do I have to quarantine still?
It depends.
If you
Oh Lord.
if you
It do.
traveled all across the world, yes.
You'd want to. I mean, you don't have to. Just, you know,
Well, I do because I've been keeping up with the Joneses as it relates to COVID. I know that some states are now dialing back to phase one.
yes,
It's
they
a
are going
handful of
back.
states that are going back on lockdown. I think we're next here in Minnesota. But the states that are back on lockdown, yeah, you may have to quarantine and you may not. I mean, it's not consistent all over the country.
So how are we gonna get rid of it? It's not consistent.
That's a
why
very
we
good
look for our
question.
President
That's a
Biden
very good
to get
question.
in office so he can shut this shit down. That's what I'm waiting for. You know what I mean? Because once he got to literally shut the whole country down completely, like every other country is doing.
So
They
should
are-
we wait to
Mhm.
next year to quarantine?
What you say?
Yeah, because Donald Trump said
Make it
y'all
a-
ain't shutting down or doing nothing this year. Y'all just gonna turn the corner this year. That's straight from your president's mouth.
So
What
I
he
can go
say?
home.
What he say,
So-
Ray?
Your president said we turning the corner. It'll be all right. Y'all go to work, and we're not shutting nothing down. Y'all
Did
going
he
to work.
recently say that?
He said that the other day, just the
Well,
other day.
I know it's some states that are shutting down now. That like they've shut down since last week.
I said your current president, who doesn't realize he's on his way out the door. He said it.
So how long are we supposed to quarantine, and what kind of protocol are we following?
Well-
The CDC protocol, and you quarantine it until you get your vaccine in the spring.
Well, I
So-
know that. Are you referring to when you travel?
I'm talking about period. When this shit gonna stop? What's going on? You keep saying stay in for 14 days. I've stayed in for 14 days. Now what?
Well, now they got tests that you can find out within 30 minutes if you got COVID.
Have you
So
taken a
what-
COVID test yet?
Uh,
Then they making it where you can have it at home. So
Okay, hold on a minute? Did I miss part of the conversation?
No.
guess I
What's
did
going
too.
on?
I missed it too.
He wants to go home and he wants the COVID to disappear.
Oh, well, that's not gonna
And
happen.
it be totally gone, and we're back to normal the way we were in 2019.
That's not gonna happen. We're going into 2021 with COVID as well. I've already seen it.
So there is no plan. We just gonna go into it until what? When does it
Well,
stop?
right now, our upcoming administration has not been sworn in yet. But from what
Can't even
I
get out.
heard,
What is that gonna do with? What is that
But
gonna
from
do with?
what I heard, he wants to propose a $3 billion plan to push this vaccine out quicker than what is being pushed out.
Can't
I'm
make them
just-
produce
I'm
something
only guessing.
faster than they can produce it. But
I'm
So
only
they,
guessing.
they gonna kill me either way. I'm gonna get COVID. I'm gonna have to take the medicine and get killed, or I'm just gonna die.
however you choose, you have the choice. It's yours.
So, do you personally feel comfortable getting on a plane next week, Dennis?
Yes.
Okay.
I
That's
think
how
it
I've been
Now, when you come
operating.
home,
That's how I've been operating with people. Like, I can't control what a grown person can and cannot do. Like, I can't tell you, Dennis, you can't get on no plane. Dennis, you can't go out of the state. I can't tell you that. All I can tell you is to be safe and be well.
But okay, what if some of my immediate friends got COVID?
Oh, well, you know what you need to do.
we need to know about it so we can quarantine.
So you can quarantine. Well, they need to quarantine, and you don't need to be around that at all.
So what do they do?
They need to follow the same protocol as everybody else.
Take
If
their
they
ass in
know
the
they
house.
got COVID, they need to be in the house.
Where have you
Not
That's
in the
what I
house.
did.
Where have you been since January?
What do you mean since January?
Oh, well, this has been going on since January. This is the 11th month.
At a Trump rally. He was at the Trump rally where they all dreaming.
I hope Dennis wasn't at no Trump rally.
If you
They
ever-
was all asleep. They still sleep.
Oh,
All the Trumpers are still asleep, so he sleep too.
if
That's
you-
that broad blanket thing again that you got for all people who don't believe the way you believe.
No, I'm believing in scientific works. You don't have to believe me. I mean, you know,
So then
they
I
telling
becomes a
everybody
Donald
whether
Trump
you
follower.
believe it, comment or not.
If
whether
I
you
have
believe
my
it,
own set of ideas and minds, I'm not a Donald Trump follower because I got my own set of ideas in mind. How in the world can I can't even ask questions, obey and shut the hell up?
you're not getting ready to get arrested or nothing.
But still, I'm just asking questions, and now I'm accused of being a Donald Trump follower. That's just mean.
That's okay. It
But
happens.
on a
They're not going
serious,
nowhere.
but on a serious note, Dennis, you're not the only one who's mentally distraught about this. Like I have been, me being a case manager and talking to my clients, I see a pattern of how people are actually doing right now. Like people are not well, and I get that. I get your frustration. I get that you just want to snap your fingers and okay, no more COVID. We can't guarantee that. I
But
already know we're going into a
okay.
new year with
Can I'm trying to be serious as I possibly can. So
Right.
if you don't have anything to give me, but the same old crap over again, just don't do it. Don't do this. How am I supposed to plan around all that kind of stuff? You know, I'm talking to my mom every day. Like, I don't know. Well, when you gonna know? Well, I don't know. When you gonna get to? Well, I don't. I mean, the uncertainty of continuing to follow these regulations and not know what to plan, when to plan, how to plan. What I'm just twiddling my thumbs every day on what to do next. And
Well,
how long does this quarantine thing, when does it start and when does it end?
well, what you say about your moms? Now, I think that our parents should be as scared as we are because they're older.
She
Like my
is
mom,
scared. That's my whole thing about, like,
my
Mom, I don't want to
moms
infect you
love
either.
us
So huh?
My moms love us dearly. She loves us very much, but we can't come nowhere near her. You can drive by. She let her grandkids see her, but it'd be a drive by. You understand? She sit on her porch, and you can sit in the car and you talk to her, however it may be. But it's no up close and personal thing. You understand? Because she's older, it can attack her quicker. Who's dying? The elderly is dying. You understand what I'm saying? People that's of a certain age and who have certain ailments. You feel what I'm saying?
And those of brown and melanin
Okay,
skin are dying at a higher rate.
Listen, Linda. Okay, listen, Linda. You keep saying the same thing over and over again. What if she died and I don't get to see her after anyway? You know, what if doing all this and all of a
How
sudden,
would you feel if you passed your mama COVID?
how would I feel she got COVID and I couldn't see her anyway?
But hello, no, that's not the question I asked you. How would you feel if you passed your mama COVID because you got on the airplane and went and seen her and you gave her COVID, and when you got back, you found out all the information and it didn't work out well? How would you feel? You
I
put
ain't
your,
no doctor, so I can't spread nothing. I don't know about that, but I seen my
how,
mom.
how would you feel if you gave your mama COVID?
I can't give her COVID. That's not something I can do.
How
do
come you
know that?
can't?
How do you know I can?
Because you're a
how
human
do
just
you
like
know you
everybody
can't,
else
though?
on the planet.
I am basing my same ideas on the fact
Now,
that you think I can, the fact that I
You
think
are.
I can.
It is an
now
airborne
you
virus that is
You
affecting
have to
people,
have
so
it to
you
spread
can't.
it. You have to have it.
Okay,
It's
go
like
get on the
HIV and
plane.
everything else. You got
You
to
have
have
to
it to
get
spread
out.
it.
Get out then, so you can get it.
but did you, and you still didn't answer my question.
I can't pass if I don't have it.
You don't know what you got. I'm just saying.
You're
If you,
speculating.
hello,
You
okay.
speculating that you
Well, that
haven't
well,
gotten
I
it from
think
traveling.
I think that's what he means, Dennis. He's saying that if on the event that you went to see your mom, and then lo and behold, you gave her COVID.
If
You didn't know
Skips
you
a
had it.
sissy and Santa Claus is a punk.
What?
Okay, you want to
If
argue?
Skips a sissy and Santa Claus is
And
a
you
punk.
wonder why they call you a Trump supporter.
So how does anybody on the line know whether or not Dennis even have COVID?
Thank you.
Because I don't think Dennis made
None
mention
of
that
us.
he tested
None of us
positive for
do.
COVID.
Nobody. None of us have tested.
No one, no
Yeah.
one's saying that. No one's saying that he has it. No one. I don't believe anyone ever said he
Correct.
had it.
But it just
And
I
nobody
think it goes
doesn't say he
back.
doesn't have it.
It goes back to Bobby's question of how would you feel if you passed your mom COVID? And
It's a
Dennis' response
hypothetical-
was,
it's a
I don't. How do you know
question.
that I have it? But if he
It's a
hasn't tested
hypothetical
positive,
question.
if he hasn't tested positive for COVID, then he can't pass anything.
If you get on,
Thank you.
But he has to
Have-
travel.
You
And
have to
it's the-
take the
it's
test. So
risk
you have to
that
take
it
the
takes
test.
of traveling.
Mhm.
If he gonna drive, he gotta drive from Minnesota to Vegas. You're passing through several states. It means you gotta stop at gas stations. You're gonna have to pee. You know what I'm saying? And so
I'll pee outside
you're
and camp.
risking,
I didn't know this.
Still got to get gas.
you know, each
I
time
have gas in the back of my
you're
car.
of getting it. I think that's what they were saying. Is it's that risk of potentially getting it in
That's-
travel and
I'll
not
pay-
knowing.
I'll pay at the pump. I'll pee outside, and I won't meet nobody.
Those are all if was a fifth, Dennis.
I'm saying the same thing.
But if you feel
I got it.
secure, but if you feel secure doing it, why don't you just go?
Period.
Because I get this thing like he gonna affect your mom, like Bobby talking about. I'm not trying to do that.
I didn't say that. I just asked the question. I said, how would you feel
If you did.
you infected your mama with COVID? If you contracted it on the airplane or at the gas station, or however you may got it before you got there. That was the question that I asked. I didn't wish anything on. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
Right.
If Jesus would
I
have
personally would.
took that in the Garden of Gethsemane. If. I
You know,
don't
a
get it.
better question to you, Dennis, is how does your mom personally feel about you coming to see her next week?
She ain't having it.
Is
She
she
would-
even okay with you coming to see her?
Yeah, I'm her son. What?
That
Okay.
ain't the question. That
Do
ain't
you
the
think
question.
she was gonna send
No,
you
she
food?
said yes. So, I mean, if she's okay with you being in her close proximity during a pandemic, then this shouldn't even be a discussion.
Right.
Thank
You
you.
should already be ready to go.
Right.
The bag should be packed.
Right.
On your way. Bye, boo.
Cheaptickets.com.
Thank you,
Let us,
DeAndre.
let us know when you get back so we can quarantine.
Ooh,
We gonna go on quarantine when you get back. So you know we'll
Well,
be on
Because you-
quarantine.
Because you scared of my mom.
No,
When you
because
get
we
back,
scared
it'll
of
be
you.
14 days.
Right. You get a
It's not your-
14-day
it's not your mom.
vacation.
It's not your mom.
However-
It's all the stuff you did in between getting to you and your
Getting
mom and
to
then
her.
leaving to get
Right.
back home.
right.
That's
Right.
the point.
Everybody
When
is
you
making.
went to, why you talking about you will pee outside? I know you. Yeah, you may pee outside, but you ain't gonna pee outside all the time. And you go in that bathroom, touch that stall and all that nastiness around in that place.
Wait a minute. You gotta touch the gas pump. You gotta stick your
Or the
card
gas
in and
pump.
lift up the pump itself. Nasty bastards ain't even wash their asses.
But that's
Yeah.
why
Gotta
we
do all
wash
that.
our hands, though.
Right, I got sanitizer and
That's
stuff
why
in the
we
car.
wash ours.
I wear my mask.
Did I
Yeah.
think you are ready to go? We'll even have a party before you leave. Like I said, you get a 2-week vacation when you get back. We will be quarantining from you.
But back
Listen.
to Bobby's point, though, everybody's mom and dad isn't as lenient as Dennis's, though. Because I know, for example, my grandmother, we did a birthday parade for her, and she stood at the door, and we were outside. So
She said, y'all ain't coming in
everybody's
here.
parents are not like Dennis's. So I agree with Bobby. His mom may be totally different from Dennis's mom. Everybody has to operate and navigate in this pandemic differently.
And
Because
That's
see,
why
the experiences that Lucius may have experienced in 2020 is definitely not what I had. Everybody's experience on this line is totally different.
yeah.
And again,
So-
that's why I'm bringing up the point. Even though you're going to do what you're going to do, we as individuals have to do the stuff to protect us. That's why I said we're quarantined when you get back. We'll know you in town, and we'll call you on the phone and Zoom you. But 14 days, we can't look at you.
That's just
So you won't have to worry about quarantining.
Well, now it's 14 days, or he can take his test. And if he takes his test and his test comes back negative, then
And
he's
you don't
good.
have to.
Well,
It's
when
not
you
just-
get when
don't-
you get back and
we can go up to 14 days before you develop symptoms.
right,
Even if he tests negative 7 days in, that doesn't mean that symptoms won't develop over the next 7 days.
right.
That's why they
That's why
make
you
you stay
quarantine.
14 days.
I
Oh.
had to self-isolate for a month. So this 14-day thing is for the
Mhm.
birds. Everybody does not bounce back in 14 days. I literally
Correct.
was on quarantine for 30. So
Wow. See, these rules are not consistent. Everybody
What?
got their own story.
Well, we just letting you
back
know
to
we
the point that I
supporting
just
you.
made.
We letting you go.
No, I'm just saying, see, if you give me some consistent measures that I'm supposed to take and I can follow, then I would say okay. But all these different kind of ideas, don't do this, don't do that, smoke some dope, Louis, I can't deal with.
How
Right.
many doctors do you have on this phone?
Oh, here
On the
we
call?
go with the okay.
There's
You
not
gotta
a Dr. Warren
listen.
on here.
It's six people on here giving me six information. They know y'all doctors.
We've all given you the same information, and you have choice. We
Information
love
that
you.
information that y'all heard from somebody else and made up.
No
Well,
information
not me.
that
No,
we got
now
from.
wait a minute. Not me.
Go ahead.
Not me. My information is factual. Things that I've looked up, things that a medical professional has actually told me all year are factual. But that just goes back to my point of everybody on this line has had 6 different experiences. Everybody's experience is not consistent. So we can't give you anything consistent because everybody's experience is not consistent.
And not all the medical, not all the medical professional stuff is accurate, because a lot of that we get is inconsistent. So it's all inconsistent all across the board. I just say pray to God and get right with God and quarantine yourself.
Oh,
And you know
Lord.
the sad thing, let me interject. You know the sad thing is COVID is getting ready to go on the list with politics and religion. Because COVID conversation is really starting to become very intense. Like
why?
Topic.
Why? Nobody gets upset about having to put a seatbelt on when they get in the car. So why? I don't understand why COVID is a hard conversation. You got to do nothing but wear a mask, and do what you got to do.
Well, speaking from personal experience, people's mental capacity isn't really equipped to discuss COVID anyway. Like a lot of people are, like us, we're having open dialogue about COVID, but we may have somebody that joined the line that may throw this whole conversation off because mentally they're not there when it comes to this COVID thing. We've been dealing with this, like Bobby said, we've been dealing with this for 11 months now.
Right,
People
we had him
over it.
Especially when you see an outfit like that. You know what I mean?
People are over it.
When you see
yeah.
like that, you know,
that doesn't mean it's not still here.
We get that, but as you can see, Dennis is over it, and we can't take away from his experience. We can't take away from Dennis's feelings and experience. That's how he's feeling right now. He's feeling like this is just a lot we've been dealing with in 2020. I'm completely over this, but you're not the only one on the line who is over.
If he over COVID, he should be over that outfit.
There you go with that outfit. Don't hide it, Dennis.
He ain't.
You know what?
I'm gonna step off the line and do a prayer.
I'm going to have to wear an outfit because
you got to.
You know, it's like I wake up and like, what am I gonna do today? Nothing again.
Right.
You know,
well, just save the outfit for your festival.
So when you put that outfit on, please come and model it for the bypass.
It's at a festival wear.
Yes, Jesus.
How are we gonna do anything if we can't plan or go or get people out there or touch each other anymore? I mean, this is getting like, I mean, every day you wake up and say, stay at home, don't go nowhere. You went to the store and then they gotta say a cotton swab up your nose if you went to the store. I mean, come on. I went to the doctor I don't even want to go to the doctor anymore. I swear to God, I'm honestly not want to go to the doctor anymore. Because every time I went to the doctor, every time I went, they stuck that damn cotton thing up my nose for a COVID test. Like, come on now. I mean, like, this is getting out of hand. At some point, somebody's got to give.
We don't need them to get sick, so I'm glad they are sticking in their nose.
But every time I go there,
the pandemic has not gone away.
I can't keep getting this thing.
And
every 2
Minnesota
weeks
is
I
a
go
high-rise
there.
state.
You're not listening. Every 2 weeks I go there, they want to stick this thing up my nose.
Because you hadn't been in their presence.
That's dumb.
How is that dumb? They don't know if you got the virus, like you don't know if you got
But they
it.
ain't even seen me yet.
Yeah.
Well, when they see you, they stick the nose. God, let me check you before I talk to you.
Linda, there you go, your mouth again. I'm
Again,
trying to. I walk in there. I'm gonna get a blood test and walk out.
you need
Before
to
they
be
even
checked
take
for
the blood test,
COVID first. I need
they
to know if you
do.
got
They stick the
COVID
thing up my
first.
nose when you first walk in there. I'm like, I ain't done nothing yet.
All right, Linda.
You walked in the door.
I'm with Bobby. I'm with Dennis. I feel like that's excessive.
Why?
Being
Just
tested
like you
every
said,
time you walk through the door, that's very
Because
excessive.
every
for
2
an
weeks,
airborne
listen,
virus that
every
is
2 weeks I go
invisible.
there. Listen, every 2 weeks, I'm not going there for COVID. I'm going there for my diabetes.
But they don't want you to bring the COVID in the door when you come.
Hey,
I
Dennis.
understand that, but I'm just going to get a checkup and pick up some medicine sometime.
So
Dennis.
how do you find
Dennis,
an invisible virus?
This is the thing you got to understand, right? They are medical professionals. They see not just you. They see a multitude of people on a daily basis, be it for test results, be it to pick up medications, be it whatever, to see the doctor, whatever. You got to understand it's trying to protect the mass, all of us, not just you or whoever. So they have to protect themselves because they're going to be seeing other people. And not only will they infect other people if you infect them, or vice versa. So it's just a thing. The disease. That's just the way the disease is. The disease works. And if we separate, that's the whole thing about us staying at home and not being out at parties and kicking it and all this. That it sickens me to see people throwing up the videos, and I be seeing some of this stuff on Facebook, and for the first time in my life, and I'm 52 years old, it disgusts me to see people sitting around partying and drinking and kicking it and stuff. It kind of is disgusting now because I know what's on the other side of that. You know what I'm saying? I know what's on the other side. My mom passed away from COVID-19 this year. So it's very real for me. Very real. So instead of looking at it as, every time you're going in to be, sometimes I don't go to the doctor. I have back problems. I don't go to the doctor for that motherfucker because I don't want to be bothered with it.
I'm saying the same thing you said.
But I stay my ass at home.
But I don't want to die from not
But
going
they're
to the
still
doctor
treating
either.
you like you got HIV. They think they're doing it just like the HIV. Treat everybody like they got it. Everybody got the COVID, so I got to check you before I talk to you. I don't care how many times. If you were here 2 times this week, every time you walk out from outdoors, because it's airborne, you can just breathe it, and it's invisible. They don't have a sign on it. You can pass it to somebody else, and you wouldn't even know you're sick until 2 weeks later.
So why you keep sticking this thing up my nose?
So every time I see you, I can tell if you got it.
Also to protect you by you being a diabetic.
Right.
You to make sure you don't have it. And if you do have it, they can help you because you're a diabetic. You're one of the ones that will get it. You know what I mean? So they have to check you. So that's the reason.
Here go the scare taxes. You should want to be safer than everybody else because oh Lord, help me understand.
No, people with diabetes are in the high risk group.
So when did they say that?
I know.
That's a comorbidity.
Yeah.
Can't get away from it.
Like asthma, things like that. Yeah.
Oh, some of the diseases black people got is more associated with this or something.
Got anything, any disease.
See, so I just might as well just go home and say fuck all the other shit y'all talking about and just say, hey, what the hell?
Well, you don't have to because the governor just put a pause on gatherings with people outside of your household. I told y'all he's started making a statement at 6. He's talking about what's being paused and stuff now.
Has Vegas implemented
people
anything?
Outside of your immediate household? They're asking people to stop that.
See, so what you supposed to do? I just told y'all that. I just said that.
But you know what, Lucy, you did tell us that some things, well, you told me that some things, it was getting ready to get back to shutdown.
Shutting it down.
Yes. You told me that in September.
And I'm not against it. I'm not against it personally. I'll go ahead. I'll be bored to save my life and other people's lives for the next.
The majority of the hospitals across the United States are almost to capacity. They
Yeah.
have to shut it down a little bit in order to play catch up so they can clear beds for more people. So it's going to go that way. It's no way around it. And there's
Yeah,
already 1,000 people a day dying across the United States.
they have mobile morgues for bringing back out. They have
Yeah.
inmates actually working in the mobile morgues in Texas. You know, so that's how bad it is. And it's not only hitting them with the COVID. You know, by people not working, they don't have no food. They say they had about 3 miles worth of cars that they can see that was in the food line. So you know, we all got to have some type of common sense to realize this shit is real.
Well, also, if you feel that this may be you or your mom's last year, maybe you should go on and go. That I'm sure will outweigh any
Right.
other anything
Right.
else. If you getting that sixth sense, saying I need to see if this could be the last year, go. Why not? They are not arresting anybody for traveling.
Mm.
But that's the problem they should be doing.
Bobby, you always got this doomsday attitude.
Well, since there's no nationwide mandate, they can't do anything.
This should look like a movie that I done seen in 2000. You keep
I,
stuff real. It
the
really
only thing it ain't got is zombies. That's the only thing
Oh,
missing.
Contagion.
Contagion.
Yes,
You ain't
Contagion.
seen it, go watch it.
That took place here. It was
And I
filmed here.
watched it. Hmm.
so you know, we gotta think about that shit. You know, you can die just for someone just coming in your house and coughing. That's why I let people in my shit.
Well, they say the AIDS symptoms people don't even be coughing. They don't even know they got anything. They don't. It take them a couple of days to actually realize that they are contagious. That's where the problem comes in. You don't even know if you got it or not. At least for the first 3 or 4 days.
Steiner, did you say that the governor's message is on right now?
Yeah, he started at 6. So new restrictions on restaurants and bars, fitness center and gyms, youth sports, all closed for 4 weeks. So restaurants are going to be takeout only.
For the next 4 weeks?
Yep.
So you can't go to no gym for 4 weeks?
That's what they're saying.
Oh shit.
Is that something you gonna miss?
My problem is with these governors. If it didn't work the first time, what the fuck you think is gonna work this time? You understand what I'm saying? It didn't really work the first time because motherfuckers were still out here doing what they was doing, running because it was nice out. This is the time that where it is the winter, shut motherfuckers down for them 4 weeks. You understand what I'm saying? Shut them down, have them in the house because that's the only way you're gonna get shit in control. Even though it's just one state, but if you shut this shit down, at least your state is safe.
In addition to Bobby's comment, why is this not a nationwide plan anyway? Why
Because
can't
your
every
president did not
state in
enact
this
that.
country
Donald
just close,
Trump.
like do what it needs to do as a country?
Donald
Your
Trump.
current president said it was a hoax for the first 3 months.
Donald Trump. That's the answer
He
to
was
your question.
right. That's how he handled it. And now that it's playing catch up and all the people are dying now, that's why he's shut up in the White House trying to hold everybody up.
And we didn't vote him in, so he said
Right.
let the people die.
Right. Let them die. I'm not giving y'all no money, regardless if y'all about to get booted out of your homes. I'm not giving you all nothing. Because y'all didn't vote for me. The election was rigged.
I have a comment, but it's for off the air.
Okay. But we can't change that concept because everybody is still needing money to pay rent for the first that's just around the corner.
Mhm.
If they even still have a home to go to in the midst of all this pandemic, or that's what people are worried about right now. But if y'all did go home and it was an okay year, what is the most exotic item you've ever had for Thanksgiving dinner, other than turkey and dressing?
They had some chitlins, and she put them in the with like bell peppers and onions and stuff. And I tasted them, and it didn't taste like chitlins. And she called like a chitlins souffle something. I don't know what it really was.
Awesome. Anybody else? Like
You
I've cooked squid, fresh squid
Oh,
and octopus for
oh,
Thanksgiving. Yes.
I,
Straight, they were
ugh.
still wiggling. I cleaned them in my sink, took the ink glands out, all of that kind of stuff. Yes. That was my Thanksgiving, and we smoked the night away.
I love calamari, so I'm sure that was pretty good.
It was awesome to actually do it fresh.
I can't think of anything exotic. I think everything I've had over the years for Thanksgiving, everybody else has had.
What
So,
about Aunt Thelma's potato salad?
oh,
She used
I
to
don't see.
eat
We don't make
Aunt
potato
Thelma's
salad.
potato salad. It was
We don't eat
exotic. All
potato
right.
salad on Thanksgiving.
Have y'all
Really?
ever have y'all
No,
had that turducken?
What's a
I know what
turducken?
it
yeah,
is.
I
What
had
is that?
a turkey and a duck together.
I know what it
I've
is.
never had it. Never had it.
It's decent.
Isn't it greasy?
Well, it moistens the turkey.
But isn't it still all greasy?
No,
It
you
moistens
stuff
the
the
turkey.
turkey.
Because duck is greasy. You might as well be putting some Royal Crown in there. It's all greasy.
Not
Very
raw.
little meat.
But someone didn't cook it right for you.
Could have been.
Well,
So,
duck
Anybody
is
else have anything outside of duck?
well,
Come
it
on
ain't
now. I know
exotic,
y'all are all of age. I've had
but I had
something different.
seafood. It ain't exotic, but I had seafood. I mean, I like blue crabs, but that's a
Blue
everyday
crab
thing.
is good.
That's an everyday thing on the East Coast, So
Right. I was getting ready to say that, Bobby. I mean, you from a place where that's all they eat.
yeah,
But Thanksgiving dinner is generally stuff you eat every day, except for a turkey or a ham sometimes.
but I don't eat dressing every all year round. I don't eat that. I don't eat yams often. Well, I'm having a baked potato today, but I don't do
You don't
yams.
like sweet potatoes like that?
I do like sweet potatoes. I love sweet potatoes
I
in every
love them.
so
in every
who have to cook this year because we can't go to nobody's house. So what do?
I cook for myself.
Uh, Go
I'm
on
cook-
YouTube and look at the cooking channels.
I'm cooking right here in my house.
There you
Order
go.
from Sammy's.
I have a spacesuit that I'm taking, that I'm gonna be wearing over to people's houses.
Milton's.
I'm letting them know in advance. I'll be in a spacesuit.
So wait a minute. I
Sammy's.
was invited to a Thanksgiving dinner. It's only going to be 4 of us there. Do you think I should still go?
Yes.
It's a small,
It's a
and
small gathering. Yeah.
however,
Yes,
do you know of? Yeah, but you still
I
wear
know.
your mask.
Yes, and I know all 4 of them. Where we all go to church together, all that stuff. So,
Amen.
amen. I just wonder, no, because they saying no gathering, and I just was like, well,
Lucius, I'm calling you after this.
oh, I know you are. Dear.
I'm giving you a call after this.
So can I ask a question?
Mhm.
That we have this new idea of living life. I can't go anywhere for 4 weeks. I can't see my mom. I can't do anything. I can't work, get any money, anything. What do we do to plan for the future? What do I do as having a business and want to plan things for the future and talk to people, make moves, make money? How do I get it across and say, listen, I can't do nothing. So I can't talk to nobody. I can't have no meetings. I can't move forward in life. I'm supposed to sit here for how long before I make some decisions on my life and moving forward?
Well, I don't think that this is going to be a situation that's going to be forever. I mean, we're in a pandemic right now, and the drastic measures they're doing by shutting things down are so that we can get back out here and have a life and get back to work and all those different things. But nobody wants to shut down. Nobody wants to stop doing the stuff that they're doing. All the pool parties and gatherings. I just seen some of that stuff yesterday on Facebook. Some pool parties in I don't know, California, wherever they were at. And it was just like, it's just stuff like that, parties and things at bars. I used to go by to some of the bars and I still seeing people out the bars and, you know, stuff like that. You know, and then they go home and they affect people. It's not that this is going to be a forever thing. It's just going to be for a few weeks to be locked in so we can all get safe and healthy. That's just it, and that's all. It's not about hopefully we were not going to be locked down for very long. I mean, I would assume that you know, once they get a handle on things and everybody does what they're supposed to do in terms of locking down and isolating and social distancing and all, and following the rules, you know. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, and I always say this, and I feel like I always say this, but you know how Black folks do. We do. You know, they'll gather in the parking lot of the liquor store just to call the party.
And you got issues with that or something?
I do.
I don't understand. So are we supposed to start doing Zoom everything?
The Zoom is the safest thing. That's the best thing since sliced cheese. With all the things that are going on, that's what the Zooms and stuff are about. That's why it keeps us safe. Look at what we're doing now. We're on Zoom right now, and all of us are in our own separate homes. No one's being infected. No one's being, you know. This is what it's about.
This is the life we have to live. I mean, everybody is not going to be on the same page with this COVID thing. I mean, obviously, I've had conversations this year. Some people feel like it's a hoax. They want to go out and do what they want. Other people have been taking the safety measures and doing what they're supposed to do. So it's a mixture of both. Right now, it's our time to use our creativity to keep things moving and keep productivity going. People are still getting jobs during the pandemic. People are still buying cars and buying homes, and people are still living life during the pandemic. Some people feel like right now is the time to be doing these things because of the pandemic. So people are not sitting still right now. People are actually out here making moves. Well, at least the people I follow and I see.
So how are they doing this? They robbing or stealing, or what are they doing?
No, people are out here actually working. People are getting new jobs. I've talked to several people who have interviews lined up back to back. People getting new promotions. I mean, I'm still working. Most of us are still working. You know,
and they're making it easier for you to get.
Right. And right now, we just have to live in the life of virtual. I mean, this is the life that we have to live right now. This is our new normal for a while. And back to Lucius's comment, I hope that the governor don't prolong this 4 weeks like he's done before, because he's said before that we were going to close down for 30 days and prolong it. So
what does closing down for 30 days mean? Everything shuts down, or just what?
Well, from what Steiner said, the restaurants are closing down and they're going to be takeout only, like they was over the summer.
And the gyms are closed down. They're showing it right on the thing now. The gyms, all those things are closed down now. They're shut down completely.
But like I said, it's a lot of states that shut down before Minnesota. Like, they're just now announcing this tonight. California shut back down a month ago. You know, Virginia shut down last week. You know, it's states that are in the process of shutting down again, but some states are just shutting down longer than 4 weeks. So for us to hear that we're just closed for 4 weeks is really something, I guess.
So there's no rules of shutting down. Now we shut down for 4 weeks. That means we get to go grocery shopping, or we can't. That means we can't have friends over. That means Thanksgiving is canceled.
Who's canceling Thanksgiving?
People out here is going to do whatever they want to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But being the governor, I think he needed to shut down completely, because he's going to extend it, because folks are still going to do what they want to, because they still can. You understand? If you completely have people shut down where they can't do nothing, shut down everything besides the hospital and the gas station and the grocery stores. That's the only thing you need. That's the only thing you need. You don't need nothing else. You know what I'm saying? But people want to still make a way outside. People want to still make a way to run around. People want to still do whatever they want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Liquor stores are still open.
Liquor stores are definitely not closed.
Well, I think the liquor store should stay open. I'm gonna keep it real. I mean,
the liquor stores are not closing. They are going to stay open. More people are drinking. More people are smoking. That's another conversation.
If this was DC or Nevada, then the dispensary shouldn't close either. You know what I mean?
No, they were deemed essential business.
What's essential business?
The weed dispensaries.
Yeah, because that could be medical.
Mm-hmm.
So the weed man
They
can't
get to
shut
stay
down.
open. So they get to stay open.
If you have a dispensary, now the ones that's out, the black market ones that's out here in the street, that's a different story.
So what, they should shut down?
I mean, they might not.
Hell no.
Jesus Christ, this is getting out of hand.
This is getting out of hand. I've been said that.
Right,
No,
because I
you
mean,
just set it up. I mean, they come with masks.
I mean, when I watched the news 2 days ago and saw that we had 1 million new cases added to the nationwide total within a month, 1 million new cases of COVID. This has gotten way out of hand.
Well, I believe it comes from motherfuckers dancing in the street when Biden got one, and then I think it comes from the Trump supporters too. I think those were the main reason why we're getting a spike in everything.
no, that comes from because Donald Trump is we tested more people. That's why the numbers are up. If we didn't test so many people, the numbers wouldn't be that bad.
But just think about those numbers, though. It doesn't matter if people were tested late or not. Think about the number. This is well out of hand. Well out of control.
Stop the testing. You won't have so many cases.
Well, I mean, we got to be tested in order to know whether or not we got it. It's just like Ray said. It's just like HIV. You will never know unless you test it.
Well, go do what Trump said. Go inject yourself with bleach.
Oh.
Don't forget the UV light too.
Since you want to quote what he said, go inject yourself with bleach and drink some Lysol.
Because the virus is turning the corner here to HC, what he said. These people that are dying, they were going to die anyway. So go ahead. You can do what you was going to do.
Don't take your Trump flag down now. I mean, do what you do.
He's the president of the United States. Oh, excuse me. He's the president of red states.
So as we move forward,
he's the president of the United States of America.
He's the president of red states. He done told y'all for 4 years.
Well, he wasn't hired for just those states.
But he told y'all what states he was working on. I'm the president of the red states.
So can I ask another question then? How do we plan for the future?
Can I ask another question? When are we going to stop talking about Trump?
I'm done with Trump. I want to know.
We change the subject and ask something totally different. But now my counter question to Dennis is, how do you feel you should plan for the future?
You know what? I'm going to do like Dave Chappelle said. I'm going to give me a gun permit, sit on my porch, smoke a blunt, and wait for them to come get me.
Oh.
Come get you for what?
I don't know, because they coming.
Who is
for
that?
What?
I don't know if Corona coming, the mafia. I don't know.
Well, if Corona gets you, you can't shoot nothing. And if you sit on the porch, you just going to start coughing.
Listen, I'm tired of waiting on Corona and all this other stuff to come get me. I'm getting me a rifle. I'm sitting on my porch and smoking me a blunt and waiting on whatever.
Hold up. Corona ain't do nothing to you. And sure ain't
and you want to fight Corona and do all of that.
Yeah, because
just fine, especially when it's cold.
I don't understand, but I'll learn once I get older.
Right, because this whole thing y'all keep giving me this doomsday idea of wait for Biden or whoever gonna come next. All of a sudden, Now I got to do this and the other. I'm like, enough's enough.
Okay, then you just done.
I want out of here.
Okay. Well, how you gonna? Which plane you? I mean, how you taking your way out?
You know, just like that commercial, you putting vegetables
Where
in my
you
chicken
going?
nuggets. I don't like vegetables.
Where are you going? Because no one is going to allow you in their country. So where are you going? In the middle of the sea, the ocean?
You know what? Mentally, I need to go somewhere out of here because I am like trapped. I mean, I can't even go to the store anymore. I went to the store today. I walked in there, forgot the mask. Sir, I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
again, and again. Remind you all day long, you can't do nothing.
Well,
Question.
they did the same thing when they told you to wear the seatbelt in your car. They
did
give you a
the same thing.
ticket.
Hey,
Pay
you
for
know
it.
you can't go
Ticket, pay
nowhere
for it.
without a mask. Why are you walking around without the mask?
I
Right.
forgot the mask in the car. And all of a sudden, they're like, oh, you got a car.
Wear drawers.
Well, at least you didn't get a ticket for it.
Now,
You wear
that's what's
drawers.
next, huh?
Well,
Yes.
Probably.
I believe that's probably what's going to come next in order for
think
them
that's
to
gonna be
rein it
next.
in. It's going to take about 60 days to get this out if everybody is quarantined and getting a paycheck in the mail. It takes 60 days, we'll be done. But to get everybody in America to agree on one thing, oh, you know that's impossible.
So your idea is only the paycheck. But once you get the paycheck, it's
That's
60
what
days
I'm
out. They're gonna be,
That's what the problem is. People need to be able to pay their bills and buy their groceries and do what they do. That's it. Ain't nobody really wanting to go to work anyway. They just want a check. It's that simple.
Do that sound like a problem to you? They just want to check.
That's sad. I mean, but that's what the
It's-
world has come to. It's people that feel like they're making more on unemployment than they do with their own jobs, especially
I
with
didn't
the
say
CARES
that.
Act.
I didn't
But
say
it's a pandemic outside, so
but
they
I
need to
know
make
what
as
you're
much as
saying is
possible.
wrong. They was making more money as when they was getting that extra $600.
Correct.
Understand that. Now that's something that the government did give us, and what did people do with it? You know, like you said, people out here went buying new shit, buying new coats, new cars.
That's never gonna stop. That will be this way to the end of time.
It should have stopped. You should have thought
Why
about
people have done that to the end of time. Everybody they do that every year when they get income tax checks.
what people
Instead of many people, I've got family that have done that.
and what color are
If you
they?
want to,
oh, there you go again, Bobby.
so
Everybody
you
do
talk
that.
about everybody, all colors
No.
of the rainbow.
No,
That
people
do that.
are
They'll
smart.
get that income tax check. They'd already spent it at the mall and
That's the-
borrowing money by 2 weeks later.
And people are doing it. That's the problem. Instead of you going out there worried about a pair of Jordans,
Then how you gonna change that? How would you change that mindset, Bobby?
you got to change it first.
And why can't I
okay.
have a pair of
You
Jordans?
got to be setting examples. You
Why
understand?
are you all upset
They're
about
gonna
Jordans?
follow my example. What they do is not what I do.
Oh no!
But that ain't stopping nobody.
Ain't nobody trying to wear no buddies you get from Kmart.
Why not?
They hurt.
And they ugly. They're not Jordans.
Let me say something. Y'all paid $200 for a pair of Jordans. But when you in my situation, when you wear a size 18, you got to pay $200 just because. You understand? Or when you 6'6" or 6'7", and you going out there and got to buy a pair of jeans that is $80 to $150 just because that's the way you can get fitted because you that height naturally. This is natural shit. It's not because I want to go out there and have my newest Jordans on, which I can. You understand what I'm saying? But who want to go out there and spend that type of money? If I can.
I know a lot of people.
You feel me? But I mean, why would you spend that type of money on stupid shit? If I can find some shoes, which
what's stupid to you may not be stupid to me.
Well, I pay my bills, and we talking about folks that was getting the $600 and they was going out and getting put out, but they was getting paid more than they was getting paid at their job. But they was getting put out.
What's wrong with getting your income taxes,
they had on new Jordans,
buying a car, and having it repossessed in a couple of months?
Oh,
had the
will you, last call for alcohol. Just think I let y'all know, last call for alcohol. And announcements is any of that. I didn't mean to cut y'all off, but I had to get that in.
I have an announcement. I have a
Oh, Lucius.
Bless your heart.
Oh, really?
Sherman.
I was actually waiting for your announcement first.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead,
Right.
sir.
Well, DeAndre, you are something else. Past, present, and future live podcasts that we have for Zoomcast on November 24th, Tuesday at 5:00. It will be something interesting. It's going to be the first one of hopefully many discussions about the past, the present, the future. Where do we kind of piggybacking off what Dennis was talking about? Where do we go now from here in the LGBTQ Q community?
Okay.
Things that we may need in the community, things we want to get involved in the community, things that we, it's going to be very interesting. So if anybody wants to,
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
If they close the clubs down, are the girls gonna be working anymore now? Or
No.
like doing drag shows?
Nope.
No.
So they'll get no money.
Nope.
So y'all agree with that?
No. And they can't get unemployment. They can't get none of that. They don't get no unemployment or nothing.
So
It's
this
like
fucking, so that sucks.
Yeah, that sucks.
But you gotta be creative. I mean, like you just asked, past,
Yeah.
present, and future. You gotta do stuff that's gonna be different. There's a lot of girls that's out here are doing drag shows straight on Facebook.
Yeah.
And making
And
a
getting
coin.
booking money. So
What you mean straight on what?
And making a coin.
They're getting coins. Not
Doing
acres.
what?
They're getting coins.
Yeah.
Just to perform on Facebook. It's
Yeah.
much easier. They don't have to leave out their house. They just put a sheet in the background and do the damn thing. And these
Yeah.
girls are making big money. I have a lot of friends that's making good money.
I have some friends that's making good money too.
That's at home doing drag shows. And half the shit they just throw on. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get creative. You can't go out there and buy a pair of new Jordans. Go buy a ring lamp.
Hey, you gonna leave Jordan alone. Think on somebody else.
Well,
But I think that Bobby's point is a good subtopic to add to our discussion next week.
We'll probably have many more on it.
About creativity and where are we going? Do we have to get creative? Do we have to get innovative? We got to start using this more moving forward. So next week's conversation is going to be one I'm tuning into.
Yes, like the conversation I had with a friend of mine when they was going to the grocery store, they couldn't find no men's body scrubs or body butters. So, I came home and tried to figure that out too, because I damn sure don't want to walk around smelling like no damn cookie or something feminine. So what I did was I came up with my own line of body butter. Body butter and body butter called BLG. That's right, BLG. It's 100% organic. It's good for your hair. It's good for your body and your nails. You know what I'm saying? It is body scrubs and body butters. And then I'm gonna go from there and talk about that old Country Boy Mobile Market. Hopefully it's coming to your neighborhood real soon. We're still in the works of that, and we'll be selling produce in your neighborhood. There's that old Country Boy Mobile Market.
Well, good.
That's what's up, Bobby.
That's what's up. Anybody else got any announcements before we get out of here?
Your Mental Health Matters, the podcast is coming. I am posting my first commercial to promote it tonight. So I'm excited about that. So be on the lookout. Your Mental Health Matters coming in 2021.
Awesome. Well, everybody, I'd like to thank you again for joining us again here at the BIPOC Happy Hour, the Black, Indigenous, People of Color conversational space. Thank you all. We'll see you all again here next week. Until then, take care, everybody.
Wear your
Bye,
mask.
Nikki. Bye, Senna. Bye, y'all.